Between incoming bills, flooded inboxes, and a crying toddler, a modern dual-income couple is constantly running at maximum capacity. Rewind 40 years. A household living on a single, modest salary could comfortably cover a roof over their heads, buy fresh groceries, and pay the bills on time. Today, that modern urban couple brings in nearly double the real income of their parents' generation. Yet they struggle to keep the fridge stocked and routinely rely on credit cards to absorb unexpected emergencies. Sending two people into the workforce was supposed to guarantee long-term financial security. Instead, it built an exhausting economic treadmill. The rising cost of living has outpaced household earnings. Shifts in urban housing and services have locked families into a system that requires a second salary just to maintain a basic standard of living. To understand what broke, we have to address the biggest myth of the single-income era. The idea that families survived on only one worker is inaccurate. These households ran on a collective of unpaid domestic engineers. In the traditional Indian joint family, grandmothers, aunts, and mothers provided the exact labor that kept an invisible ledger balanced. While one person brought home a paycheck, this unpaid workforce absorbed massive operational costs. They provided full-time childcare, cooked meals from scratch in bulk, and managed the complete logistical puzzle of the home. But this era of affordability carried a severe toll. It relied on a social contract that limited individual freedom. Up until recent decades, a woman often required a husband or father's explicit permission just to access a loan or open a basic bank account. That era of affordability prioritized domestic management over individual autonomy. As women gained financial independence and secured their own paychecks, the underlying economic math for the entire household was forced to adjust. In India, the catalyst arrived with the 1991 economic liberalization. The doors opened, bringing international investment and rapid modernization. A corporate tech boom flooded cities like Bengaluru, Pune, and Hyderabad. Young professionals migrated by the millions, fracturing the traditional multi-generational joint family into isolated urban nuclear households. In a limited real estate market, two single-income buyers keep prices grounded, but add a second salary, and they easily outbid the other. When two dual-income families compete, a $200,000 home becomes $250,000. The second income simply drives the price up. The second paycheck didn't generate extra wealth for the family. It gave the housing market permission to charge them significantly more for the exact same square footage. Inflated housing prices are only half the trap. With both partners at the office, the modern nuclear family now has to purchase all the domestic labor they lost. Without grandparents nearby, free childcare disappears. Parents are forced to hand over huge chunks of their monthly salaries for premium daycares or full-time nannies. The costs cascade from there. To keep the household running, couples pay for app-based food deliveries, daily cleaning services, and two separate professional commutes. Modern dual-income budgets are dominated by non-negotiable service costs. Working parents spend massive portions of their salaries on tasks once handled within the family, trading extra income for the time needed to work. Today, urban housing, childcare, and basic survival are integrated around the assumption that two paychecks are coming in. The second income has moved from a competitive advantage to a baseline requirement. Returning to a model of financial dependency is neither viable nor desirable. To survive, families have to outsmart the system. This chart illustrates your first defense, mastering the big three. Housing, transportation, and childcare lock in about 60% of a dual-income household's mandatory monthly budget. Keep these strict, and the rest of the math becomes manageable. Second, practice intentional outsourcing. Audit how much you spend on convenience apps and services, and recognize that you are making a constant, deliberate trade of your money for your time. Finally, design your own life. Do not buy a maximum-priced luxury flat simply because a bank looked at two corporate salaries and approved a massive loan limit. Modern financial stability isn't measured by acquiring two salaries. It is measured by having the strategic discipline to stop the market from extracting both of them.